In the know.
Good evening, everyone.
In the know.
Tony Reeves, fire. Following the news in any way, shape, or form. No shortage of things to talk about. What does it mean? What will it bring? This is a reality we simply have to accept. Tony Reeves, fire. Tony Reeves. Let's go ahead.
Welcome to part 10 of your step-by-step guide to understanding your disability hearing notice. Okay. The next 1, 2, 3, 4, I'd say next 5 presentations are really going to be, 4 of the 5 are going to focus on the forms. Because what you're going to notice when you get your disability hearing notice is that it's going to come with a variety of forms. Some of the forms, even though they look a little different, are going to be asking you for information that you provided before, and you're going to get annoyed. But let me explain to you why it's important. So today we're going to talk about the medications list. Let me tell you something. From the time you've applied for disability benefits to the time you have a hearing, you probably have had a variety of changes in your medications. So what you might have, if you were in pain, you might have been taking Flexeril when you first started, but now you're taking Percocets. So guess what? The court wants you to provide an updated list of the medications that you provided in order for them to know exactly what you're taking now. Do not just kind of half-ass fill out the form, okay? Take some time, write down what the medication you're taking, who prescribed it, how often do you take it, okay? And fill it out in this form. Now, I know some of you are like, well, wait a minute, why am I filling out the list? And I still got to provide the medications, bring the medications with me. Because again, remember, technically you should be providing this list in advance. So this way, let's say, for instance, you're on Percocet today, which is a pain medicine, but then by the time you get the hearing, you're no longer on Percocet, you're now on morphine sulfate. Guess what? The court needs to know that there's been something differences. They don't treat it as if what you're taking before you're going to be taking forever. So you want to make sure you be detailed, and more importantly, you provide this list in advance so that they know ahead of time what you're taking. Stay tuned. We'll come back. We'll finish up more about the medications list as part of our step-by-step guide to your disability hearing notice.
Under the Social Security regulations, representatives are permitted to practice before the administrative agency anywhere in the country, which means that when you're looking for a representative, you can find someone who doesn't necessarily have to be in your state if you're just going before the administrative agency. So it's possible to have an attorney or representative who's from Utah, even though you may be in Georgia. And our office is actually no different. So if you're wondering which states we cover, check this out. Now, the tricky part is once you have to sue the Social Security Administration. Under that situation, you want to have an attorney that's representing you in your jurisdiction. So if you have a representative who's in another state and you've gone all the way to the Appeals Council and you've been denied and you want to sue the Social Security Administration, make sure you ask that representative whether or not they can sue someone in that particular state.
All right. As I talked about earlier, this is kind of really more of a summation, and this is going to be a common theme that you're going to see when I'm talking about the forms. Do not get an attitude if you provided this information already. If you haven't figured out by now, there's a lot of times at Social Security, it just really feels like they're asking you the same things over and over again. Got news for you, they are. But they're asking you the same thing over and over again because one thing always changes. Everything that happens in your life. They don't take the attitude that if you got Flexeril in 2015, you're going to be taking Flexeril in 2017. They don't think that you're going to be taking insulin pills in 2015. You're going to still be on taking insulin pills in 2017. Things change, and they want to be able to look at your file, and they can say the times that you've indicated you've been taking different medications along the way, what's going on with you now. All of this is adding for consistency. So make sure that you take the time to fill out that list and answer what it's asking and be detailed as it relates to the medications that you're taking for purposes of your case. All right, everyone, have a good weekend, and I look forward to being back here with you on Monday. We're almost at the end of this thing, and again, part 11 of here, we're going to talk about your work history here on Q&A, Social Security Disability Today.
I want to thank all of you for engaging in the videos. Make sure you take the opportunity to send me any comments or send me any particular questions that you want me to have addressed here. As you know, this show is for you, and so the only way I can make sure that I can provide you some good information is if you provide me some good questions. Keep them coming, and right here on Q&A, Social Security Disability Today.